Hello guys, today I just wanted us to look at the functions in discrete structures or discrete mathematics. So like we'll be looking at these types of functions. Mainly you get them during your tests or exams. So I will just help you in some questions on how to solve this type of questions in discrete structures or discrete mathematics. Mostly these functions are being taught computer science students or maybe IT students, those who are in computing, they learn this type of functions. So let's say, provided that you've been asked, like they say, if f of x is equals to a positive root of 2x minus 1, then they tell you that find the inverse of f of y. You see, so basically you start at f of x is equals to the root of positive root of 2x minus 1. They're telling you that it's actually f of x equal to positive root of x 2x minus 1. If it was negative, we're gonna say it was f of x was going to be equal to negative root of 2x minus 1. Therefore, on how to solve this, you are actually trying to make what? Let's say f of x is actually equals to y. Therefore, you can replace the f of x here with what? With y. You can just say f of x is equals to y. Then you say y is equals to positive root of 2x minus 1. Therefore, here you just make the x the subject of the formula. How are you going to make it the subject of the formula here? You'll square both sides in algebra. You know that what you do on the left, you also do it on what? On the right. Then you can definitely say plus 2 root of 2x minus 1. Then you say squared. Therefore, here we'll have y squared, which is equals to this root will be cancelled by the squared. Then you'll be left with what? With 2x minus 1 minus 1. Then you'll say y squared minus plus 1 is equals to 2x. Here we are trying to make x the subject of the formula. Therefore, you will divide both sides by what? By 2. Divide by what? By 2. Therefore, your x is going to be equal to y squared plus 1 divided by 2. Therefore, you can conclude that f at y, which is the inverse of f of x, is going to be y squared plus 1 over 2. Then you are done with your answer. That's the final answer. Let's say the next question of it, let me see here. Let's check the next question of it, of inverses. Give me a minute, I'll be back on. Still looking for some questions. DCT. Okay, let's say number 2, they say if f of x is equals to square root of 4x plus 3, then they say what? Find the inverse of f of what? F of x, which is now f at y. Therefore, f of x is equals to root of 4x plus 3. Note that the 3 it's outside the root, it's not inside the root. Don't ever make that mistake saying that maybe the 3 is inside the root. No, the only thing that is inside the root is the 4x. Therefore, remember that f of x is the same as what? As y. Therefore, you can replace the f of x with what? With y. Then you write it as root of 4x then plus 3. Here we are also trying to make x the subject of the formula. How are you going to make it? Therefore, you'll say y minus 3 is equal to root of what? Of 4x. therefore you square both sides. What you do on the left, you also do it on the right. Therefore, when you have something like this, we'll definitely say is what? Is y minus 3 2 times. So it's like being this expression is being like expressed like squared, so it's 2 times, and on this other, on our right hand side, this root will be cancelled by the square. Therefore you will be only left with what? With 4x. Therefore in here it's y multiplied by y is y squared, then y multiplied by negative 3 is negative 3y, the negative 3 multiplied by y is negative 3y, then negative 3 multiplied by negative 3 is going to give you positive 9, which is equal to 4x. You see, then it's going to be y squared and not minus 3. Let's not make a mistake. Minus 3 is minus 6. Then you have minus 6y plus 9. Then you say minus, no, you won't say it. Then it's equal to 4x. You see, therefore we want to make x the subject of the formula. What are you going to do? You're going to divide both sides by what? By 4. Therefore your x becomes what? Y squared minus 6y plus 9 over 4. Therefore we can definitely conclude that f at y, or the inverse of f of x, is equal to y squared minus 6y plus 9 over 4. And that's how you solve this type of questions. See me on the next questions on functions in discrete mathematics. This is how you solve the problem. So just only using the algebra basics to solve these questions. Thank you for watching.